We're here tonight at Channel 4 for the launch of Bow Street Runner, a new interactive multimedia game for young people. Here tonight all about?
The launch tonight is a preview of a new education game that we are launching.
It's the first time we've presented it to an audience. We've been locked away for about 5 months, just behind a sort of monitor, and to actually get it out there and see what people think about it, it's fantastic.
It's called Bow Street Runner. It gives players a chance to experience Georgian London and know what it would have felt like being a Bow Street Runner, forerunner of today's police force.
It's just about getting it out there to the audience. I mean, okay, it's all happening through online stuff, through blogging. People are talking about the game. Big games forums are talking about it, which is fabulous news for us. But actually, we want to, approach the audience and say, what do you think of it, and get some real live feedback as well as the blogging content. So.
Tonight is launching our first project of our new education strategy. So about a year and a half ago, we decided to shift $6 million budget for education programs to cross-platform projects. So I joined from the BBC in May, and since May I've been bringing together a range of projects covering a number of areas. We're doing projects on social networks, we're doing projects that are new platforms on the web, we're doing projects about interactive drama, we're doing a number of gaming projects. So we're launching about a dozen projects over the next 12 months or so, and Bow Street Runner is our first one, which is a flash game on channel4.com based on life in Georgian London.
It's something that I would look at in school, but in school mainly. I'm not sure if it's something I want to go on whilst I'm at home.
I really like it. It's very interesting and it has a lot of potential. But considering its range of audience, it might be a little bit too gruesome.
I like the way that it's not just pictures, it's kind of like movement as well. It's kind of new. I haven't seen that before on the internet anyway.
Is there anything that you've learned from the game?
I learned that gin was quite a problem back then.
Right.
I thought it was originally opium, but it turns out drugs weren't the only thing back then.
I never knew about Bow Street Runners being the first police force.
And you girls, you've seen the game here tonight. What do you think?
I think it's quite entertaining.
Do you think it could be a success?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think you could learn something through it?
I'm not really interested in games, but I think more people will.
And obviously, this is a new way that Channel 4 are trying to reach young people. Do you think young people are really going to switch on this game, or do you think they're just going to switch on their PlayStation at home?
I think a proportion of them will switch it on, as will switch on their PlayStation. I think it's a very brave move of Channel 4, but I think it's a very necessary move because the world we're operating in at the moment is changing. So if they don't move and change this sort of thing, they won't succeed. So I think it's good to do it. Obviously not all kids will do it. Some will, some won't.
Why do you think it's important to educate people on the internet, or young people?
Well, I think it's really important because using the morning slot to kind of reach young people is all well and good, and that's great, but most of the time they're at school. So, we need to complement that with, our online channels, and we know that gaming and social networking is really important to our audiences, and also that it's a really powerful tool for learning. So.
Well, I think the internet is it's a platform that people we're teaching, students we're teaching, are interacting with on a daily basis, and increasingly at schools, in schools too, it's becoming very important.
Fundamentally, first, it's about the experience. It's giving the audience a really engaging experience and great gameplay. the education content comes from that. You know, we all knew at school, it's not about getting in the fact sheet about, oh, do I have to learn that? You experience something, you go on a field trip or do something, you remember it, and it's all about that. It's about a positive experience and enjoying it.
We hope that we'll just reach different groups of people in different ways with different games, different projects.
Brilliant, thank you very much.